Well, welcome back to Life in Never Never Land. Guys, I always like to start with a little bit of announcement, and I think I've got a couple of things for you that you need to hear. Number one, Vacation Bible School has not been canceled, but it has been postponed. We still hope to have Vacation Bible School this summer, but it's scheduled now for the week of July the 20th, which we hope will be a time where they will allow us to do things like that. Secondly, the news is not good in terms of Sunday morning worship services. As of this morning, the number of cases in Shelby County was up, I think, 27%, and the number of deaths was up 25%. So at the earliest, we would be meeting together on Mother's Day. But it doesn't look like we'll be together on Mother's Day either. So we'll miss Easter and Mother's Day. I would say closer would maybe be the 17th, but even perhaps later than that. So that's about all I have for you right now. No, there is one other thing. Amazing Graceland has produced a survey that will help us plan once we do resume services. It'll be sent to you via GOL and other platforms this afternoon. It would be very helpful if you would fill it out. It will probably take you all of 4 minutes. Because the information we get from that survey is going to help us plan or to know what we're looking at once we do resume. We don't know whether the numbers will be high or low. People still reluctant. We do know that you with children will probably have more reluctances than others. We don't, but we'd like to hear from you. We're guessing right now. So fill out that survey and send it back to us, and that'll be very helpful once we do get together again. Thanks. Now, one word from God, just a brief word from here. Guys, the text that so many people turn to in times of difficulty is found in Hebrews 12. It's a biggie, and it's a marvelous text. I can't read it all to you because of time concerns. But it's starting at verse 7, it is for discipline that you have to endure. God is treating you as sons. Now, that word discipline, it can be used a couple of ways. You can say, oh, he is a disciplined athlete. Or you can say, she needs to discipline her children. It's that in that second sense that it's being used here. That God is disciplining His children. Guys, this is a period of discipline. I'll use another word, I don't like it as well, but chastisement for the Christian church. Does God do that to His people? You better believe He does. In fact, if He doesn't chastise you or discipline you, this text says you're not a son. He chastises, He disciplines those whom He loves. But all of that to draw your attention to verse 11. This is where, dear brother and sister in Christ, that you got to focus. Listen to this. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Did you hear that? It acknowledges that in times of discipline, there's nothing pleasant about it. We don't yuck it up through times of discipline. They were not intended to be easy. They were not intended to be pain-free. For the moment, all discipline seems not to be joyful. That's the fact of life. But the text goes on, as you heard, I hope. But later, it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness. Later. Oh, my dear brother and sister in Christ, if you are in periods where you feel like God has unsheathed His rod towards you, understand that It does not seem pleasant. That's a part of it. But afterwards or later, it's designed to yield the peaceable fruit of righteousness. It's designed to grow us up. One other quick word and I'll quit. I saw an interview the other day of one of my heroes, Sinclair Ferguson, who is brilliant. And the questioner said to Sinclair, he said, I guess things will never be the same. And Sinclair Ferguson said, well, I hope not. Me too. I hope I'll never be the same. I hope I will take quantum leaps forward in my pursuit of Christ-likeness. I hope you will too. So keep that in mind. The discomforts of today are replaced later with the peaceable fruit of righteousness. Fix your attention on the later and endure the now. Can't wait to see you.